If you're watching this video, you're probably young, ambitious, and entrepreneurial. You probably considered becoming a nightclub promoter because that's the fucking title of this video. And one of the questions I get all the time is, how do I start if I have no experience? And so what I'm going to outline in this video is the 5 steps to become a nightclub promoter, even if you have no experience. Let's get into it. So the first step you need to do is define who you want to attract to your nightclub event. Too many people start with the when, the date of the event, the where, the venue, or the what, the theme. You need to go a step above all of that and chunk all of that up and figure out first who you're trying to attract, because who you're trying to market to is firstly going to dictate what music you play, so the theme of the event as well, where it's going to be, because it dictates what suburb they're in. For example, there's more emos south of the river in Perth. I remember because my one north of the river had less people. And then the when will also dictate like when the event is. So for example, obviously emo example again, all the emos are fucking old. They're not like 18 to 20, all the fucking fake emos are, but all the like real like mid 2000s emos are like my age and older. And I do go out on Wednesdays, but I just like drinking. I don't like going out into groups. But if you're targeting older demographics, you need to be on Friday and Saturday nights, probably not Sundays too much. But if they're younger, fucking 18 to 21-year-olds, they might have responsibilities like a university lecture the next morning, but they don't give a fuck. They're 21 years old, just doing tequila shots and waking up with no hangovers. You can run that event on a fucking Tuesday. So firstly, we need to figure out who we're marketing to. Now, it's a simple exercise. I've talked about it in other YouTube videos. Humans are a lot like mice. They've got bits of cheese they're running towards, and they've got cats that are running away from. So away from motivators. Now, underneath your little custom avatar, we're going to make him sad because this guy's emo and he also has a fringe. You just do general demographics: age, gender, location, interest, like what kind of music they're interested in. And then towards motivators, so what are the bits of cheese that they're chasing? So for example, the emo event night, they're probably chasing My Chemical Romance, goth chicks and fishnets, eyeliner that smudges easily. And then what you actually do is you unpack each of those why. You do the same with away from motivators. They don't want venues where everyone's a fucking chocolate. If I go to ice cream factory here in Perth, it's just like everyone that picked on me in high school. So I don't want that. And then you go other away from motivators. They don't want like fucking cheesy R&B music, so no Usher. And then you start thinking about all the things that they do want and all the things they don't want, or moving towards and moving away from in relation to your event. Now, what that actually helps you do is when you get to promoting your event, you know all the inside jokes. So for example, I did a whole YouTube video on how to write good ads, or how to build entire Facebook ad campaigns, or I should say meta ad campaigns, to sell more tickets on the internet. I'll probably like bookmark it or something, or there's a link below, I don't fucking know. But your ability to write hooks that capture this person all relate to your ability to understand their towards and away from motivators. And also just like dictates the content as well, like what kind of content is going to resonate with them. So for example, if you're doing a drum and bass event, they just want like raw lo-fi footage of Andy C triple dropping something, and you can see some dude in the front row like gurning his face off, and they're like, oh yeah, I like that. Like, cool. The second step we need to do, once we know who we're talking to, we can define the brand now. Now, the brand is not just the logo and the color scheme and the typography. The brand is the analogy, or the question, or the thought experiment I like to use is, if you had to describe your brand like a person that you know, what are the attributes that you attribute to that person? So for example, if I use Arcade Nightclub, when I was promoting them, there's like half a decade ago. When the fuck was I promoting Arcade? I don't know why I keep asking you questions, but that's like half a decade ago. The brand of Arcade Nightclub was just like funny. I just shit posted. I wasn't serious. I was basically just like some dude you would have hung out with and like pinched a dart off in the beer garden in a nightclub in Joondalup. And if you're from Perth, you know exactly what I'm fucking talking about, right? And so what you want to be able to do is personify your brand, because people don't like buying from brands or companies. They like buying from people. And so there's this whole fucking trend. It's been going on for like 5 fucking years. People have been talking about like there's no B2C or B2B, there's just H2H, which is human to human. I think the whole analogy is fucking cringe, but it's true. People like buying from people that they like and that they trust. And so being able to personify your brand so it doesn't just come off like a fucking advertisement every single time they see you is what's going to set you apart from others. The third step you need to do is assemble your team, because now we know who wants to come to this thing. We have a brand people can get behind. Now we can talk to people about this and start assembling teams. Now there's some core team members that you need. Firstly is the actual entertainment itself. So that's probably in your instance going to be DJs. You also need to assemble a media and a marketing team. So that's probably photographers, perhaps graphic designers, things like that. The next thing that you need to assemble is a team of promoters. Now, I get this question sometimes in club cult creators where they're like, wait, but I'm the promoter. So what you want to be able to do is assemble a team where, let's say for example, this is you. You can give yourself whatever title, like my title officially was like promotions manager. So you have you, and then you have a bunch of people underneath you, which I'm just going to refer to as promoters. You can call them team, call them what the fuck you want. But it's just a bunch of people you manage, and these people are responsible for telling their friends and inviting their friends. So those people bring like X people each. But what we want to be able to do is assemble this team. So we go, who looks like my customer avatar, and then you get them excited about this brand and say, we're going to do that. Do you want to be on the team? Your responsibility is going to be bring your friends, or it's going to be play their music, or it's going to be marketing, whatever the fuck, right? So assemble the team. Fourth step, now that we know who we're targeting, we have a brand defined, and we have a team behind us, now it's time to find a venue. Because if you jump to this, the first thing the venue manager or the venue owner is going to say is like, okay, like what's the event? And you can be like, oh, I want to do a house night. And then like, okay, that doesn't seem too certain. Like who's on board? They're like, oh, no, I don't know. I was just trying to see if you want to do it. And then I'll go start recruiting people. And then they're going to laugh at you, and you're going to be embarrassed, and you're going to wish you watched this YouTube video earlier. And so what you want to be able to do is confidently go up to a venue and say, hey, like, even if you haven't fucking run an event before, just have some fucking conviction in yourself once in your goddamn fucking life. And to stand up and go, hey, I've got this great idea for an event. I haven't got any experience before, but I've already done this work. I know exactly who we're targeting. I already defined the brand. I've already got a logo. I've already got like drink specials come up with. I already got the music policy ready. And I've got all these people behind me. That is a fucking way better bet than some random person walking in and going, oh, I'm gonna do a house music night. Firstly, fuck house music, it's gay. Just assemble the team and then find a venue. Step 5, it's a fucking no-brainer, but it's promote the event. You're gonna have to come to an agreement with the venue. I think I have a previous video about you could either do ticket sales, you could do door split, you could also do like flat fees and things like that. But you need to come to an agreement with the venue. It's gonna be here on this place at this time. You take the bar sales, I take the door sales or ticket sales, whatever the fuck you agree to. But now we need to promote it. I have so many fucking resources on this YouTube channel. Just scroll through. I have organic promotion strategies. I have a 1-hour masterclass, which anyone else would fucking sell for $2,000 fucking dollars. It's free on my fucking YouTube on how to run meta ads, so Facebook and Instagram ads profitably, so you can just sell more tickets on the air and essentially feel like you have a money printing machine in your advertising account. So the next step is to promote it. Now, I'm going to quickly talk on this because I know some of you aren't going to fucking bother watching this video. But you have organic channels and you have paid channels. You also have owned channels, but you're not there yet because you just started. Owned channels is like a list of people's emails or phone numbers. But let's start with organic and paid. Paid is very easy. That's just like meta ads. That's you give money to lizard person Mark Zuckerberg, you ask him to show your event to more people, and if you get the math right, like I do in that 1-hour video, you'll spend less money than you make in ticket sales. Organic, you've got 2 channels. You've just got social posting, which is just like praying to the gods the algorithms treat you well. But the main one you want to carry over is this promoter team. You'll find far greater success focusing on this at the start than just social media management alone. The biggest mistake I see a lot of young, ambitious promoters make at the start is they don't recruit enough promoters. They get like 4 and then like 1 fucking person works out. I've talked about this so many times on YouTube videos where like everyone exists on a normally distributed bell curve. So for example, 50% of the people that you know are more intelligent than the other 50%, right? But what's gonna happen is when you recruit promoters, 50% of them are just gonna suck. 50% of them are going to do above average, but it's this 20% up here that are going to get you like 80% of your customers. And so what you need to do is just grow this fucking thing by just recruiting more people, having a larger sample size of promoters. I've got so many different videos on this YouTube channel about how to recruit promoters, how to incentivize promoters, so go watch that. And if you want to take your event to the next level, you want my advice and not just like try to like figure shit out yourself, stuff that took me like half a decade alone. I can tell you on a message in school. Click the link below, join Club Cult Creators. But if you're young, ambitious, entrepreneurial, you want to become a nightclub promoter, you've got ambitions in the future, you know that you're meant for more, then consider subscribing or follow me on Instagram or just doing anything where you're just exposed to more of my stuff because it will serve you in the long run.